Hello world! Thanks for tuning in to Hot Mess Radio today. I'm Jen Lance, and we have two special guests here. The first one is Mark Smith. He is the founder and director of our very own Family Tree Counseling. Thanks for coming, Mark. And we have Jerry Wise, our genius family systems therapist.
Hi, Jen.
And today we are celebrating something very special, our 100th video for Family Tree Counseling, which most of them are from Mark and Jerry. So they're here to discuss what the first year has been like making their new videos, because you've made quite a few this year.
And this is the first time we've been in a video together, isn't it, Jerry?
It is the very first time.
All those people
This
have
is
watched
inaugural.
us, but they
didn't know we actually
They thought maybe
connected.
we were the same person.
That's right.
But we're
that's
different.
Right.
This is going to be
Oh, to be as handsome as
this is going to be fireworks today with the two of you together. So we're just going to kind of talk about your videos and what you hope people get out of them and what it was like making it. So why don't I start with Mark? Why don't you talk a little bit about what it's been like this past year making all your new videos?
Well, here's how it started. We had the Super Bowl last year in Indianapolis,
That's right.
and there was a thing called the NFL Experience, and I successfully kicked a field goal and was feeling pretty good about myself. So I made
should.
and it was videotaped, so I put it on YouTube in February. And that's how our channel started.
Oh, I never knew that.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
cool.
and it's still on there. It's the first video. And then we
it will change your life.
Yeah, well, I don't think it will. You'll get a few chuckles, but it won't change your life. So then I didn't then make a video for the practice until May 2nd. And then Jerry made one May the 13th of last year.
Oh, so you're celebrating a year too.
It really hasn't been quite a full year, but almost exactly
To this month.
to this month.
Okay.
And we have made 100 videos. Most of them Jerry and I made, and they've been viewed over 17,000 times.
That is incredible.
So I wanted to share with people too how far back Jerry and I go.
Yeah, that's important.
Do we want to do that?
When I first met Jerry, it was in the year 1976.
That's when I was born.
Moving on.
I walked in a room
And we were in
I,
first grade, weren't we?
no, we weren't. I was a junior in high school, and you were older than
I
that.
was over than that.
And I walked into a room, and I heard this angelic voice and these beautiful music, and I walked in, and Mr. Jerry Wise was in the room, and we've known each other ever since 1976.
Well, that's impressive.
So it's been really fun. I find the videos to be a lot of fun, and I look forward to doing them. It's just sort of who I am.
What do you guys have in common that makes it so fun for both of you? Because there's something because you two have really taken off with your videos. And, I mean, other therapists in the practice have made intro videos, but what is it for you two that makes it something that you've grabbed onto?
I would bet maybe two components. One, we like to talk.
I do too,
That's
which is why
probably,
I did have this ready.
That's probably one of maybe Jen, maybe you suffer from the same malady. But we do like to talk, and I think number two, I think we believe in what we're saying. And we believe in what we're teaching and talking about. So it's something that really has meaning.
We have so much passion.
Yeah.
In the things that we're sharing, and I think that passion comes across, and it really can change lives all across the world. It's really cool.
So, and I think also what I've seen for both of you in your videos is that you've been surprised about how many people globally you have been able to impact, that you made it. You didn't necessarily do that or I think it was going to happen so fast.
If somebody would have said that we'd have 17,000 views in a year, I'd have told them they were crazy.
Right.
That's shocked.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
And so you get that momentum, and then it just.
Oh,
it's exciting.
We're just getting started.
You're just getting started.
We're
Okay,
excited.
good. Let's hear about that. Anything else about Mark's been calling you a YouTube star, video star?
He is.
Anything else about your experience this year?
It has been really fun and exciting, and I've found that it has enriched my practice, therapy practice, and also it has been so enjoyable to offer those to folks who want to know more about us, want to know more about me, and also who are looking for some help and hope. And I can refer them to these free videos, because they are free. So, you know, it's like, I'm not asking anything of you. Here, we want to help you. And that giving, and I suppose, is something that's always been a part of my own view of helping others. And it's nice that I can do that.
And once you make the video, you can make it 6 months ago, and it can help somebody today.
Exactly.
And I've noticed that too, because I've recommended clients to both of your videos, and I'll say, well, you're going to have to search for it because it might be way back, you know, but Family Tree has a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
So be sure to check it out if you haven't done so yet. You'll find 100 videos on there. Are they all 100 on there?
There'll be 100 on there, and a couple of by probably the end of tomorrow.
Oh, okay. So cool.
Right.
Okay. So anything rewarding about it that maybe stories that you can share that maybe other people haven't thought of why they should watch your video, or, you know, what is the most rewarding part about it?
This was just sort of a cute story. Is I was sitting at lunch one day, and I got a phone call from a man from Istanbul, Turkey, and he was excited to reach me.
He called you?
Yeah.
And what was the area code?
I don't know.
Did you know that it was out of the country?
He had watched some of my videos on abandonment issues.
That's cool.
And he was just thrilled to reach me, and we had a nice little talk, and I was just stunned by that. But a more usual story is, like, Wednesday night, I got a call from a woman who sounded so sad, and she wanted to call back, and I give her a call back, and she'd never heard of counterdependency, and she watched a video I did on codependency and counterdependency, and she was just stunned. She was just like, that's me and my husband. I know, I've been looking for answers all this time, and that's it, that's us. And I was able to offer her some direction and some hope, so it was really cool.
For me, I know part of the excitement is when you have a counseling practice, and we have a counseling center here, office here, where we have a number of therapists, but sometimes it feels rather parochial or kind of locally based. In other words, the only people I can help are whoever can drive to see me, or whoever
an hour and a half
max. You know, that's right. Whoever can get here to see me, and I can't help anybody else. And it's so encouraging and so fun when, having had calls from Maine, New Mexico, California, all over, saying they're looking for information on codependency, family systems, abandonment, lots of topics, and I like to bring a family systems approach to all of the videos that I do. And I think it's kind of hard to find a good family systems approach. There's not a lot as much out there, but I think it's so healing and so helpful. And that people are helped so far away, and they'll call and say, thank you. Can you tell me anybody around here that I can go talk to?
I wish we could tell them, but we don't always know. We rarely know somebody in Maine.
Yeah, exactly. Who has our approach or the way we talk.
Are you open to Skype clients?
Skype and FaceTime.
Okay, so that's good to
doing
know
family
for
systems
listeners.
coaching for those out of state.
And I've been surprised. I did a couple sessions yesterday with Skype with my little mini iPad, and it just worked like magic. It was like the guy was there. The only thing was their dog was there, and the dog kept choking. And I kept saying, you guys really have a body over there that's dying, don't you? It's not a dog. But if they can get the dog out of the room, it's fine. It just worked. It worked. It's just like they were in my office.
Okay.
Well, I think, and for counselors, I don't know, we may tend to be a little progressive in nature but we're also kind of conservative in nature too. And with the new technology, that I think therapists, counseling, a lot of helping professions are going to be moving more towards social media and this type of approach. And I think this is where it's going to be. And
it's changing so rapidly. I've noticed my own caseload is slowly moving from 100% local to now it's like 70, 30%, it's 30% nationwide, and it's just going to continue to go that way.
Right. And that opens up a larger market and people that you can help. And there are, well, the woman I talked to recently where she had been there in a place, and I won't say where, so, but it's very isolated. They don't have any place they can go and talk to somebody. I mean, they have to drive, 4 hours or 8.
You know, the other thing about Skype therapy is it can be very convenient for a couple to not have to meet together somewhere.
Exactly.
They can meet in their home.
In their own living room.
There's some advantages to that.
Absolutely. The baby can be put to bed.
Right.
And they can, not have to get up. Right.
Just get the dog out of the room.
Yeah, we might need to take care of the animal.
Don't bring the dog to the therapy session. Well, have you guys thought about what you're going to be covering this year coming up? I'm assuming you said it's only the beginning. So what topics are you thinking about, or anything important that we should know that's going to come up this next year?
I'm in the middle of writing a book about shame and called Healing Toxic Shame Through Recovery. And I found that it's helped me to blog each week on the topic and to make a video on the topic just to sort of keep me writing. So for me, I'm gonna be hitting one note over the next 5 or 6 months. I'm gonna mainly focus on shame, but mainly what I like to do is just pay attention to the universe. And as I go through my day, it might be a song, it might be a movie, it might be a current event, anything that moves me. I want to make a video about it, and I want to blog about it because I want to share that aha moment that I had. So, and I know Jerry has lots of thoughts for stuff he wants to cover.
And I think of the videos also as being filling in the gaps. When I meet with people, talk with them, and saying, I don't know of any real good book to give them on this.
On such and such.
A video would help them if I could say, oh, go listen to more of this. So a lot of times I'll do videos based on topics that people have brought up, or where I feel there might be a gap of information that could be, and you can use that for that purpose. I think this coming year I want to do a lot more on what I consider like stage 3 recovery, which is for those who want to learn more about family of origin issues, how to deal with their family of origin, how to deal and grow in terms of self-differentiation, using a Bowen Family Systems approach. I want to do more videos that are basics in those areas, emotional triangles, cutoff, fusion, enmeshment, because those are all the core problems that people get into. And then second of all, I think there's another area, maybe in the area of emotional abuse, which is a lot more common, I think.
On a scale.
On a scale, I think it's a
very common.
And there's a lot in the area of emotional abuse, so that people can kind of rein in and recognize more how they should treat one another in their marriages and families.
I was thinking also, I bet that's when you were saying filling in the gaps, I wonder if people don't realize if they were to watch the videos, they make progress quicker. Just because you only meet like for an hour, your session's an hour, and then
our blogs and our videos and the podcasts that you do, it's such a supplement to the work people do, where they'll put in an hour of extra work just taking in all that content.
Right.
And then they really, people that have been around a while, been in group and chewing on that content, they know a lot.
Their insight grows, which you kind of have to have the insight before you do the work.
Yeah.
That's what I see.
And people grow different ways, and we've just added so many more modules, so many more modalities, we use the word. But what I mean, different ways of learning and growing. Individual, group, couples therapy, videos, blogs, words, books. You know, we've had seminars. There could be more seminars that could be done even on video. We've been talking about that too.
Cool.
That's sort of, let's try to squeeze in this last little section here.
Okay.
Our videos go a little longer than their podcasts, so.
Okay, so you want to talk about what you hope the videos are going to do in the future. You want to wrap up with that?
I'm sort of hoping, I mean, obviously we want to meet, you know, reach more people. I have a goal in my mind of this time next year, maybe we'll have another meeting like this, and maybe our views will, I'm hoping they'll be at about 75,000.
Wow.
A year from now. Because I really think with adding more videos and just the momentum, we've got 90 subscribers now. Last year at this time we had 0 subscribers.
That's right. That's right.
And then another thing I would like to do is there's some videos that I would like to make that I'm going to be selling. Like hour-long programs, like a 5-part series on abandonment issues, sort of based on my book on abandonment, that will be available. Actually, they won't be on YouTube, but that you can download them and watch them on our website. But another thing that I would really like to see happen is I would really like to see Jerry get bigger and bigger in, not bigger and bigger.
Big as I need to be.
You got,
We're joking, I know.
I would like him to be sort of more of a star. This man really has so much insight to offer, and I think that this has given
people need to know him more.
This has given him a voice, and I hope that you also have time to make something you can sell, because I think people would buy it. I think you have a lot of insight, and really these videos, all the insight that you get, it's all free.
It's all free.
It's a tremendous thing. So.
And I don't think we mind giving away content and giving away help. I also think with our expertise and experience that we've talked about, that it also has a value, a monetary value as well. And doing an hour-and-a-half video, and I've done workshops here that have been 4 hours long, hour-and-a-half long, and those kinds of things, that I think people could benefit from a longer experience than just 15 minutes on a video, and that they would be willing to pay for that. I certainly would have if these would have been available.
The idea I have is I'm actually going to make 5 therapy sessions. And I'm actually going to pretend that there's a couple there. And this is what we cover. And I'd go through an example of that. And it'd sort of be like getting 5 therapy sessions, except it'll be $10 a session. I'm going to charge like $50 for the 5 hours of the video.
This is what you would get. You can use that and benefit from that.
Yeah, so I'm excited.
The last thing I think of is since you talked about music, I'd like to do something with music.
Oh, I thought you said you wanted to sing with us. You wanted to sing for us.
Not with us.
Okay.
I'd just like to do something with music that would go along with therapy.
And actually, 2 of your videos are music. Old video stuff that Jerry actually has made albums and recorded with various artists, and 2 of the ones on there are him singing, but you want to do more.
Well, and I'd like to do background music with inspirational messages and things that might be family systems oriented.
Yeah.
So I'd like to do
that. Sounds
so
fancy.
You'll be able to say, I watched Jerry Wise before he became Jerry Wise.
Or before everybody knew who Jerry Wise was.
Right.
Oh my God.
Okay, well, and I haven't been looking at the camera, I'm so used to my podcast. Thank you so much for joining us today. Mark Smith and Jerry Wise are celebrating our 100th video for Family Tree Counseling. Be sure to, it'll be on Facebook. This video will be on YouTube also.
Yep.
And the podcast will be on the website, and it'll also be on Facebook. So be sure to check out their video adventures in the future. And thanks for listening.
Thanks.
Thank you, Jen.